Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have already shown you how to design this user control that is a update item and how to connect this with the dashboard. And I have also shown how to backend code for this. So if you have not watched my previous video, then just go to description there. I put the link for my previous video, or you can simply do one thing, just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to design this delete, that is remove items. Okay, and how to backend code for this. So for that, let's start with that. Let me stop this and move back to our project on which we are working. We are working on cafe management video. So I have moved back over here. And after this, what we have to do is, first thing, we have to actually add one user control. For that, just right click and click on add and select new item. Click on user control, and after this, you have to just name this user control. So I'm going to name this one UC underscore remove item. Click on add and this will add one user control. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually set the size for this user control. So click on this and I'm going to copy the size from this one. The size is 781, 514. So copy, right click, go to Properties, paste it over here and hit enter. Change the back color first. So move back over here and search for back color. Click on this and click on custom and white. After this, what we have to do is we have to connect this with the dashboard. So for that, just go to toolbox and search for Guna to ellipse. Just drag and drop it over here. Right click and go to properties, and properties change this border radius to 30 and hit enter. Change this target control to user. Select this one, user remove item. Save this. After this, copy this one and move back to dashboard. So let me close this stuff for now. Move back to dashboard and here we go. And here what we have to do is we have to just paste that item over here and select the target control, panel 2, and just save it. And after this, what we have to do is just double click on this remove item, and here we have to mention UC update, not update. Oh sorry, I have not added that right now. So actually when you paste this over here, that user control is not added in the toolbox. Here you can see this user remove, you cannot find over here. So what we have to do is we have to just start this and stop this in order to load that into the toolbox. So I've started this project and now I'm going to stop this. And after this, when I move back to toolbox, you will find that we have UC remove items. So after this, what we have to do is we have to just drag and drop it over here and place this one on the proper position. Yeah, here we go. After this, just double click on this and UC, and here we'll find remove item dot visible is equal to false. Sorry, we have to make this one true. After this, UC remove item dot bring to front. That's it. And after this, we have to make one more changes. That is when this form load, that is dashboard load, we have to hide that user control. So UC remove item dot visible is equal to false. Just save this and let's start and check if this works or not. Login. Click on over here. Yeah, this one is working. Everything is working actually. Okay. So I'm going to close this and start adding items over this. So let me close this. First thing what we have to do is we have to add a label over here. So let me add that. Actually, let me copy that from our complete the previous one. So I'm going to copy this and paste it over here. And I'm going to change the color. Change this one to black or whatever color you like, and change the name. So delete item. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one more label and text box. So copy this and paste it and decrease the size of this label. So I'm going to decrease the size of this one to 40. Hit OK. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one text box. For that, guna to text box, just drag and drop it. Click on this, change the size, this one to 11. Okay, so let me, 11, and change the color to black. Place this over here, and what we have to do is we have to just decrease the size and change the style, so that here you can observe that it contains the border from the all the side. I want the underline only, so click on this, move back over here, change the style from default to material, and after this we have to add one placeholder text inside this one. So I'm going to add that to start typing. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one data grid view. So data, search for data grid view, do not do data grid view, just drag and drop it over here, place it like this, and we have to stretch this all the way to the bottom like this. After this, we have to change one row properties for this one. So first thing what we have to do is we have to change the data cell style, not this one, actually edit mode, change this one to edit programmatically. After this, we have to change the style for this one, so select for border style, actually select this, click on this, fix 3D, and here you can observe now this one is looking better. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one more label over here. So copy this, paste it, and over here just decrease the size for this label because this one is looking a little bit large. Italic, and change this one to 10 and hit OK, or 11, I guess 11 will be fine. And change, the label is now, everything is ready, and we have to add one more stuff, that is rectangular shaper. So I'm going to add that rectangular shaper, just drag and drop it over here, and we have to change few properties of this rectangular shaper. So border width is 3, change this one to 3, radius is 21. After this, what we have to do is change the color of this one. So border color, change this one 0, 118, 225. There we go. After this, what we have to do is we have to just place this on the proper position and stretch this like this. Here you can observe this one is looking quite nice. Here we go. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually change the design name of this text box and the label. Right click and go to properties, and after this, what we have to do is we have to actually change the name. So change this one to txt search. Actually, we have to change the label name too. So we have to change the label name to item name. And this one, we are going to add the name, whatever text inside this one programmatically. So we don't need this. So I'm going to change this one to label for now. I have changed the name for this one, txt search, and after this what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of this label because we are going to set this programmatically. That's why I'm going to actually set this label. So just click on this, move back over here. I'm going to name this one DELLADEL label. I'm going to name this one delete label. After this, what I want is when this user control or form loads, this label needs to be set with the name, that is how to delete. And after this, the color for this one needs to be blue. And the second thing what I need is this data grid view needs to be filled with the data when this form loads. Just double click on this and this will generate a UC remove item load event. And here first thing what I want is to set the text for that label. So DEL label is the name for that, and text is equal to how to delete, as I have already shown you this in the demo or overview. When you write this and start this, and let's see if this works or not. Login, back over here, you can see this, how to delete. Yeah, this one is working fine. And we have to change the color for this one to blue. So let me do that too. el label dot for color is equal to color dot blue, and this will change the color. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually write a method to load data. So I'm going to write that method. In the previous video I've already shown you, I've already actually written similar method, so I hope you understand if you have watched my previous video. So public void load data, I'm going to name this one because we have to fetch the data from the database and we have to show that data into data grid view. Before that, before I write the method, first thing what we have to do is we have to create a function class object. So function fn is equal to new function, and after this we have to take one variable of the string type. So I'm going to take string and I'm going to name this variable query. After this, what I have to do is I have to just write the query over here. Is equal to select star from item. Yeah, here we go. After this, what we have to do is we have to just fire this query into the database and extract that data and show that data into the data grid view. For that, we have to call the method fn.getData, and this method actually expect one string type argument. So I'm going to pass the query, and this method, that is the getData method, is going to return a dataset object. So that's why we have to store that too. So for that, I'm going to create a variable of type dataset ds is equal to, and when this method is called, the data is going to be returned and that will be going to be stored in the data set. And after this, what we have to do is I have to just show that now this ds actually contains data. Okay, after this, what we have to do is we have to show that data in the data grid view. So click on this and we check the name. So data grid view 1 is the name. So I'm going to name this one do not data grid view 1 dot data source is equal to ds dot tables 0. That's it. Now let's start, and after this, now our method is complete. What I want is I want to call this method over here so that when this form loads, that data fetched and also load into that data grid view. So load data. Now start this and let's see if this works or not. Login. Click on this. Here you can see this. Yeah, this one is working fine. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually make this one working. That I can select search for items, and after that, when I click on that, I want to delete that. It will be possible to delete that row. Now you can see this, the color of this one is also blue now. So first I'm going to code for this one. So move back over here, click on this, click on events and text change. Just double click on this. After this, what we have to do is we have to write the query, and we have to write the query select star from items. Item is the table name, where name is the column name like single quotes, double, plus plus, double quotes and single quotes. After this, within this we have to mention txt search dot text, and we have to mention percent over here. So txt search dot text is the text box name, and why I have written the percent, it means that whenever someone write a, it means that a and percent will be fired in the database. A percent means whatever text starting with a will be extracted from the database and shown. Okay. After this, what we have to do is we have to follow the same step, fire this to the database and extract the data and show into the data grid view. So data set ds is equal to function fn dot get data query. We pass query inside this, and after this, guna to data grid view 1 dot data source is equal to ds dot tables 0. Let's check if that text box works or not. Login. click on this. We have to write, yeah, this one is working. Yeah, everything is working. Yeah. Now next thing what we have to do is we have to actually code for the cell click event. What I want is when I click on this, it asks for user to, if are you sure you want to delete, and when a user click on OK, then only the row needs to be deleted. So let's start with that. So move back over here, click on this, and we have to just go to events, and there you have to just search for cell click. Here you will find this. Just double click on this, and this will generate a Guna 2 data grid view cell click event. And here what we have to do is we have to actually first, what I want is that it asks from user, are you sure you want to delete? So if message box dot show delete item question mark, and I'm going to name this one important message, and this message box needs to have some button, so I'm going to give two buttons, that is OK and cancel. And after this I want some icon for this one, so message box icon dot information, or you can change this one to warning because this one is a very serious issue. Yeah. And after this we have to just write double equals, and after this we have to check that what actually user clicked on OK or cancel. So dialog result dot OK. When this user enter OK, clicked on OK, then only we need to process further. In the else condition, we don't need to do anything. So let's check that. When I click on that, this message pops up or not. Click on OK. Sorry, started. Login. Click on this, and it will, when I click on this, yeah, delete item, yeah, this one is working fine. When I click on cancel, nothing happens, and when I click on OK, that row needs to be deleted. So after this, what we have to do is we have to write the code over here. So first thing what I have to fetch from this data grid view is nothing but the ID from the 0th cell. So let me do that. For that, I'm going to write int ID is equal to ID. I'm taking a variable of integer type ID. And after this, what we have to do is whatever in the data grid view is in the string format. So we have to convert that into a integer type. So int dot parse. Inside this, we have to write Guna data grid view name Guna 2 data grid view 1 dot rows, and in this we have to mention e dot row index, and which cell I've already told you that cell 0 dot value to string. Yeah, here we have the ID now, and what we have to do is we have to just delete that ID, delete that row with that ID. So we have to write the query now. So query is equal to delete from table name, that is items, where IID is the column name in my database, actually my table, and we have to mention that ID. So double quotes, and within this double quotes we have to add 2 plus sign because it's an integer type, so that's why only 2 quotes is needed, and pass the value, that is ID. And after this we have to just call that set data method, and we have to pass the query. And after deletion, what I want is that form, that data needs to be reloaded so that it instantly show the changes. So we have already written a method over here to load data. So I'm going to call this method over here. So load data. After the deletion, the data will be automatically loaded. So let me do that. So start this. Click on this. Login. Click on this. Okay, so first I'm going to add one item. So category cake, and I'm going to add ABC, price 2000. Click add item. Okay, move back over here, and here what we have to do is ABC, search for ABC. Here we can see this ABC. Just click on this, and here you can see this delete item. When it cancels, nothing happens. When I click on OK, data process successfully. Click on OK. Yeah, here you can see this. Now that item is removed. Next thing, we're left with one step. That is nothing but how to delete. What I want is when I click on this, it needs to be show an instruction. Okay. So let me do that. Just close this. Move back over here. Move back over here, and what I want is when I click on that, it needs to show the instruction. So just double click on this to generate a click event for this. Just double click on this, and here we have to set el label dot for color. First needs to be color dot red. I want to change the color first, and the label dot text is equal to click on row to delete the item. Start this and let's see if this works or not. Click on this and here you can see this. Yeah, this one is working. And one more thing, what we have to do is when we leave this user control, when we enter this user control, the data needs to be loaded. Instantly, I have shown you, actually, I don't know you figured that out or not. Here you can see this, when I add one item, so click on the cake, add item ABC again, and price is 5,000. Click on add item and click on OK. Now the item is added, but when you move over here, remove item, and here you can see this, you can't see that item, what we have added. When you try to search this ABC, yeah, this will be over here. When you delete all this, now we have this. What I want is when I enter into this user control, I want to see this data. So for that, what we have to do is we have to just move back over here, click on this, outside this, not this empty space. When you click on this, rectangular shaper one is selected, you can see over here. So click on the empty space outside that rectangular shaper and search for enter event. So click on this and search for enter event. Here you can see this. Double click on this, and here what we have to do is we have to just call the method that is load data. That's it. Now start this and let's see if this works or not. I'm going to add one more item. Click on this, add item, category soft drink, something Coke is already added, thumbs up. And prices 25, add item, click on OK, move back over here, and here you can see this. When I click over here, I have to start typing. You can find thumbs up over here. Okay, and here you can see this, everything is working fine. So that's it for this video, guys, and here our project is completed in this video. I hope you enjoyed coding with me, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon and share with your friends. Thanks for watching.